Fox News is going to try their best to do the impossible, and they're going to fail rather definitively, may I add. So a woman recently took a picture of herself holding Chick-fil-A in one hand, wearing a pro-life t-shirt, and she had Hobby Lobby behind her. So what is that? That's just this massive fuck you to liberals, and it's her way of saying, I'm really conservative, you see? Chick-fil-A is anti-gay, I'm anti-gay, I'm pro-life, and I don't like women having birth control and making their own decisions. So I'm standing in front of Hobby Lobby. So, you know, she released this online, the ha-ha, hee-hee, fuck you liberals, this typical conservative humor, where there's not even humor, it's just like, fuck you. That's just how they roll, that's just how they do. Well, that wasn't enough for her. So she then decided to take it a step further, and she took another picture. This picture showed her holding an AR-15 in one hand, a Bible in another hand, and an American flag behind her. Okay? Well, some smart progressives realized, where have I seen a picture like that before? I don't know. Maybe any of the thousands of Muslim fundamentalists who have taken the exact same picture, holding a gun, holding the Quran, and having an Islamic flag behind them. So, of course, they put the two next to each other and said, very simply, explain the difference. What's the difference between the two? And how did conservatives respond? We can't explain the difference because there is none. Of course, they didn't say that, but, I mean, that's the reality. You're not, see, they view themselves like, oh, we're nothing like the Muslim fundamentalists. We disagree with them on everything. No, you're a lot more like them than you think. In fact, the people who are actually opposite of Muslim fundamentalists is progressives. You know, you actually agree with them on a lot of stuff. You agree on abortion, you agree on gay rights, you agree on position of women in the so-called traditional family, you believe in education and putting your religion in the schools. I mean, the list goes on, right? You believe in extreme nationalism, so you agree with them on a lot of shit, but they don't realize that, they don't acknowledge that. Well, instead of going, damn, the liberals kind of pinned us on this one, and just moving on, right? Look, if you get got, it's fine, man. It happens to everybody. You just move along. It's fine. Let it pass. But conservatives can't do that. Fox News tries to come to the rescue here, and they fail hilariously. So listen to the conversation, man. This is classic Fox News gold.
Military wife and mom of three was hit with backlash for this picture taken in front of a Hobby Lobby in a pro-life shirt while holding a Chick-fil-A cup.
But when she posted this, holding a Bible and a gun in front of the American flag, left-wing bloggers really went crazy, even going so far as comparing her to a terrorist. So much for tolerance. Army wife and mother of three, Holly Fisher, joins us now. Good morning, Holly. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You say you've had threats of being stoned and raped and all these terrible things should happen to you. One tweet came in. This one was from Patrick toward you. Said, hey, Holly Fisher, so I was hoping you could fly on down to Florida so we could stone you to death. You know, religious fundamentalism. So you hear all these terrible things. Then it gets taken to another level with being compared to a terrorist. How does that make you feel?
It's shocking for me that people would compare someone who's standing in front of our flag that represents our freedom on Independence Day, and I'm holding my First and Second Amendment rights in my hands, and it all represents freedom, and they want to compare me to a woman who thinks quite the opposite. She despises everything about this country and hates this country and would kill all of us if given the opportunity. I just don't understand where the logic comes from.
Because you're an idiot. That's why you don't understand where the logic comes from. You are two sides of the same coin. They're not comparing you to the terrorist. You compared yourself to the terrorist when you decided I'm going to hold up a gun, hold up a holy book, and have the flag behind me. Now, why is this exactly like what they do? Well, you have extreme nationalism. That's what the flag represents. That's what their flag represents, too. You believe in violence because you're holding the gun. Well, they believe in violence, too. That's why they're holding the gun. And you believe in forcing your religion down other people's throats, which is what they believe. That's why you're holding the Bible. And spare me. Oh, well, we're representing freedom by what we're doing. You're not representing freedom. The Bible does not represent freedom. It represents theocracy. It represents forcing your beliefs on others, just like the Taliban does, by the way. All right, so, I don't see the logical connection. It's right in front of you. You're both holding a gun. You're both holding a holy book. You both have a flag behind you. Fundamentalism is fundamentalism is fundamentalism. But that's the thing they can't get through their thick fucking heads. They think, no, our fundamentalism is right and just, and it's not actually fundamentalism because we're doing it. Because we're the good guys by definition. Oh, really? Are you the good guys by definition? So let me ask you a question. When they do countless abortion clinic bombings in this country, Christian terrorists do abortion clinic bombings, where are you condemning them? Or are you saying, well, you know what, I actually think it's for the better because then stop people from getting abortions and you destroy the clinic. It actually makes sense. Oh, I see. So when you do bombings and when you do terrorism, well, it makes sense. Yours is defensible. But when they do it, oh my God, they're so wrong and it's bad and it's terrible and it's horrible. It's people like this that they always rationalize. So they'll look at the war in Iraq, they'll look at the war in Afghanistan, they'll go, well, yeah, sure, we may have killed well over 100,000 civilians in the area, but that's war. It's kill or be killed. You got to kill people. Sometimes civilians die. It just happens. That's the cost of war. That is exactly what the Taliban says. That's exactly what Al-Qaeda says. Okay? Spare me. Oh, there's no connection. Do you know anything about Blackwater? Blackwater was a Christian army. Eric Prince is a Christian fundamentalist. They were the private contractors in Iraq. Okay? They did a massive killing of random civilians in a busy market in the middle of Iraq during the war, and then they escaped all prosecution and took no responsibility for their actions. Okay, that's the same thing. That's the same thing as Muslim fundamentalists and extremists and terrorists, okay? See, they refuse to recognize their own because they think, well, look, sometimes when we do it, it's state-sponsored, so that makes it better. Or when we do it, it's in the name of Christianity and we bomb abortion clinics, that makes it better. Or we have sovereign citizens who are Christians. Or the KKK, they're Christians. They kill people in the name of Christianity, right? What, that's better? Well, that represents America. America's white, and we got nationalism, and we're the good guys by definition. That's the kind of thinking that leads to stupid wars like killing 500,000 people in Vietnam and acting like we didn't do anything wrong, or killing people in Iraq and Afghanistan. Please spare me, man. She represents everything that's wrong with America. Okay? And then to the stoning tweet, I love how stupid these guys are, that they don't understand. The reason why the person brought up stoning is because that's what's in your Bible. Have you bothered to read it? Have you bothered to read it? He's making fun of your belief system, that if you actually read the book that you're holding that you pretend to believe in, you would have to say, oh, well, we believe in stoning gays. That's what's in here. He's mocking your beliefs. He doesn't actually believe that. Fox News is so stupid. I don't know why I'm getting so angry. You know what it is? Because I know that there's some idiots in the country watching that going, yeah, you show them liberals, man. You're nothing like that terrorist that was holding the gun and the holy book with the flag behind them, other than the fact that you're holding the gun and the holy book with the flag behind you. Are they similar? No, of course not, man. Christians are right about everything, and our violence is good violence. It's just their violence that's bad violence.